if you ask the general public who is the most hated person in the UK, the most deplorable, evil, wicked, most people would be inclined to give you the name Aaron Campbell without hesitation. So despised was the 16-year-old at the time of his crime that even prison inmates had made examples out of the fiend. For example, while being placed in the Palman YO Institute, inmates had entered his cell and launched at him, where his tooth was put through his lip. From a young age, Aaron Campbell had dabbled with things that would mess up your psyche, alcohol, and a large consumption of weed almost on a daily basis. He attended parties, he over-exaggerated his lifestyle, and he drowned his sorrows. He tried his hand at being a YouTuber and made several videos, and he wanted to be a social media star way before it became popular. Aaron Campbell had a great need to try and get people to like him and also to live his life with a lot of shock value in order for people to either fear him or feel sorry for him. Now, Aaron Campbell would do things like go on the internet and use his Facebook to reveal his most darkest thoughts, such as writing posts and statuses saying that one day I might K for the lifetime experience. As a precaution, Aaron actually entered into a rehabilitation program after being caught setting things alight. From the age of 16, Aaron Campbell was already in full-fledged predatory mode, and it was only a matter of time before he did something heinous he could never take back. On July 2nd of 2018, Alesha Sarah macphail was taken from her bed at her grandparents' home in the Isle of Bute. Now, Aaron Campbell only lived a few minutes away. Now, Alesha was only 3 days into her stay. She was scheduled to stop at her grandparents' home for 3 weeks as part of a 6 weeks holiday. Now, the grandparents' home was actually on the seafront. Alesha's dad, Robert macphail, and his girlfriend, Tony McLachlan, lived with Robert's parents. Now, Aaron Campbell was known to Robert. Robert was Aaron's weed source. So, on the same day Aaron needed company after feeling down after arguing with his mom, he invited friends over to his house, which turned into a drunk fest. Agitated, bothered, unable to stop his thoughts, Aaron sent out messages to the local dealers to see if they were able to sell him weed. Robert also received the same message. No one replied. At 1:54 a.m, Aaron left his home armed with a blade. He had one clear objective in mind, which was to go to Robert's parents' seafront home and take the stash of weed. Now, as was considered normal to Robert's parents, they always left the key in the front door. Aaron made his way into Robert's home. He entered the bedroom and there he found Alesha sleeping. Her Peppa Pig DVD that had been previously playing had now finished. The house was silent. Now, careful not to stir the sleeping family, Aaron took Alesha and then exited the home before making his walk along the seafront. Alesha, who was drowsy, had stirred in Aaron's arms and asked Aaron who was he. Aaron looked down at Alesha and says almost comically, "I'm a friend of your dad's and I'm just taking you home." Alesha was then carried to a secluded location where he then committed an R and also an M. Now, Alesha's clothes were then thrown into the sea. In the commotion, Aaron left his phone at the crime scene. After he returned home to shower, he then went back outside to collect his phone before returning home again. Now, the alarm was raised for Alesha's disappearance just after 6 a.m. on July 2nd, when Callie macphail woke up to find his granddaughter not in her bed. She had never run away before, so of course this was a major concern. Also, her bike was still in the front garden. Now, the police was quickly notified and a search was conducted, which involved helicopters, coast guards, and a number of volunteers, and also people posting about it on Facebook. At 8:54 a.m, Alesha was discovered in a wooded area within the grounds of a former hotel. When Alesha's body was checked for injuries, police revealed that she had 117 of those, which some of them was caused when she was still alive, including face, neck, nose and mouth, and of course, you can guess what else. It was categorised as horrific. Now, it has to be mentioned that Janette Campbell, Aaron's own mum, was one of the driving forces that helped Aaron be convicted of this heinous crime. She had CCTV installed at the family home and police requested the footage. So, it showed Aaron leaving the property in the early hours of the morning and then returning home before leaving out again twice. Now, Janette actually confronted Aaron just to see what he was doing. He says that he had went to go get some snacks and also to smoke. And he also mentioned to his mum that he had nothing to do with the disappearance of Alesha. Even though she believed him, she still handed the footage over to the police. Now, when Aaron was arrested, he says the moment he spotted Alesha in bed, he had a thought about killing her. Now, during his police interview, the first one, police commented that Aaron was very cooperative, showed no signs of worry or trauma, and then, as the second interview went on, he then answered no comment to all questions. Now, he was arrested on suspicion of M on the 4th of July. Initially, when Aaron went to trial, he pled not guilty. However, he spoke to a psychiatrist and then he actually confessed in great detail as to all the things he had done. He was initially jailed for life with a minimum term of 27 years. However, he actually managed to appeal and it was successful, with the sentence being reduced to 24 years. Remember, Alesha was only 6 years old at the time and the incident gained both national and international media coverage. No matter which prison Aaron Campbell is situated in, he will always be known for what he did. Condolences. Stay safe. Safe.